Hey everyone, welcome to Overtime. I'm your host Carson Williams from Putnam City North High School, and I'm joined by
Evan O'Brien, also from Putnam City North High School.
Usama Taha from Mercy School.
And Kevin Green, Carl Albert High School.
Today we're going to be talking about two different topics. We're going to be talking about the NCAA Final Four as well as OKC Thunder basketball. And our first topic, like I said, is the NCAA Final Four. You have number one, Louisville, the overall number one seed in the tournament. Wichita State, the number 9 seed out of the West, somewhat of a Cinderella story this year. You have Michigan coming out of the South region, and Syracuse coming out of the East. So, guys, what are you looking forward to most about the Final Four?
I'm looking forward to that Syracuse-Michigan matchup. That'll be an incredible game. Syracuse's 2-3 zone, the famous and one of the hardest to get around, and Michigan's high-powered offense led by Trey Burke, who's now the AP Player of the Year.
And the Wooden Player of the Year.
And he's just incredible, so we'll see how well he can attack that zone.
I also want to see Louisville and Wichita State play because I want to see Wichita State actually pull off an upset against Louisville because I've heard about that a little bit. So it'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Louisville-Wichita State game as well. You know, it's going to be high emotions with Wichita State being Cinderella's story, you know, trying to reach their first national championship. And Louisville, you know, with the Kevin Ware injury, you know, they're gonna be playing attention, trying to get play for him. So
that was brutal.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Louisville's going to pull it out in the end.
Well, we'll see. I think one guy to keep an eye on is Malcolm Armstead from Wichita State. He is a transfer senior from Oregon. He has done just about everything for the Shockers to get them where they are now. Guys, do you think he can keep carrying that success he's had this tournament?
I don't think so against Louisville. I think that Wichita State has finally met their match, and I just can't see them getting past Louisville. Louisville's offense is just too much to handle.
I think that their pressure defense is just swarming. So many offenses, you know, they can pick their spots to choose from, but I mean against Louisville's defense, it's a lot tougher to do that.
I think they should kind of stay on offense because on defense, I know that Louisville is just going to destroy them. So I think they should really work on their offense.
It would be tough for Wichita State to maybe even get down the court with Louisville's full court pressure.
And so I don't know about you guys, but I have it going to be Louisville-Michigan in the final game.
See, that's where I have to disagree with you. I'm going to go with Louisville-Syracuse. I just think that their 2-3 defense, the zone they play, that's not something that you see on a regular basis. So teams have to prepare for that differently, and I just think it's gonna take some different preparation. And I mean, even with all this time that they've had to prepare, I still don't think that they're gonna be prepared for it. I don't think that they know what exactly is coming for them as far as attacking that defense and just trying to get to the basket, which is going to be tough. They're going to have to settle for some jumpers unless they can, you know, go short corner inside out. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, but with Trey Burke is just, you have to admit, Trey Burke is an amazing player.
Yes,
and along with guys like Tim Hardaway Jr., and then you even throw in players like Glenn Robinson III, their offense is just so high-powered, and it meshes with that defense to where they can attack it from different areas.
I think I'm picking Louisville to win the whole thing. I've got them against Syracuse, and I think Syracuse is going to defeat Michigan because of their jump shots. I really don't think that Michigan will be able to handle it, and also Syracuse's defense can be too much, and Louisville's defense is going to carry them to the championship.
I totally agree with Kevin. Syracuse and Louisville, it seems like they're going to be on the championship.
Mm-hmm. One thing to note, I mean, going back to Wichita State, one thing that I think has stood out to me so far this tournament is just the way that they rebound. They're 27th in the country in rebounding with almost 39 rebounds a game. Just the way that I've watched them, and you know, they've been so physical on the glass, and they've just been so relentless whenever going after rebounds. Do you think that's going to help them maybe stay in the game with Louisville?
I mean, they'll do as much as they can. They are one of those teams that their basic skills are very good. They're very solid and sound on offense and defense. But I don't see any situation where Wichita State can pull off an upset.
Okay, well we're gonna move on to NBA right now, guys. Give me your prediction for the playoffs this year.
Well, to start off with, in the East, I think you got to go with the Heat. I don't know anyone else that really matches up with them. The only other team that could give them a game, I think, would be the Chicago Bulls if they had Derrick Rose, which who knows what Derrick Rose is going to do. We don't know what's going on with him, but I think we're going to see another repeat of last year's finals.
OKC Miami from Evan O'Brien. Osama.
Seems like Spurs actually have a chance. Maybe it all comes down to who wins in the game, OKC or the Spurs. So that should be our number one focus.
The Heat definitely in the East. The Pacers I think might have a decent chance, but I just don't see them getting it done. I mean, Miami's just too good, too hot. And in the West, I would like to say OKC, but I'm not convinced with the way they've been playing. And I don't know. I think it'll probably be somewhere like Spurs, Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, and I don't know who won that. Probably the Spurs, and I'll go with the Heat to win it all.
I'll have to take OKC and the Heat, a rematch of last year, and I think the Heat get it done again, winning their second straight. That's all the time we have today on Overtime. Thank you for joining us. For Kevin, Osama, and Evan, I'm Carson Williams. We'll see you next time.